What's up, everybody? Spirit with a Gun here from Sleepless Night Studios with another episode. I always say that, it's not another, it's a brand new series on our first episode on Kerbal Space Program. I've been wanting to do Kerbal for a while, just hadn't had the time slot open. So this is going to be a little weird because Tuesday opened up when Killzone ended last week. But within the next week, like next week or the week after, I'll be doing an infamous Second Son playthrough. So I'm not sure how often I'll be doing this. What I may end up doing is if I really like this and want to do more, for this week it was just kind of to fill in for Tuesday, but until Infamous comes out. But I may end up taking this into the weekend to where one day we'll do Kerbal and Space Engineers and one day we'll do Starbound and Space Engineers or something like that. Something along those lines. If you guys enjoy it and it's a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of cool stuff on it, so we're going to go ahead and get started. But I wanted to get that out of the way that, should we do training? Probably should. Let's do training. Orbiting to the moon? This tutorial presented by a famous rocket scientist where I almost want to just... I kind of want to just start anew. No, we should probably... Covers the basic of the rocket construction of the vehicle assembly building. Okay. Alright, screw it. We're going to do tutorials. But yeah, I kind of wanted to get that out of the way just so you're aware. At the moment, it's a fill-in for Tuesday. Might end up on the weekends when Infamous comes out if you all show it some love and give it likes and all that good stuff. So, welcome to today's lecture on vessel construction. Whether you want to put a satellite into orbit, fly a transcontinental flight, or step onto the very surface of the moon, you're going to need to build yourself a ship. It should be pretty easy, even if you're not a famous rocket scientist like myself, Werner von Kerman. First part required in any vessel construction is a command module. This part will either contain a plucky Kerbal crew or an automated pilot mechanism. Select a command module from the parts list. How might I do that? Oh, I guess this is it. Is this a command module? Manufacturer... this is command pod. Interesting choice, not what I would choose to pick, but after all, you're not a famous Kerbal. You know what, dude? You're starting to bug me. If you ever need to move the vessel around the screen, you can pick it up by clicking the command pod. This will allow you to fit more parts beneath it. Click it. Oh, I see. Next thing we need to do is some fuel to burn. Select one fuel tank on the left. Liquid fuel 360, 180, oxidized 450. So this doesn't work. So pick that one. Click on it, select it again, attach to the bottom of your ship. Okay, and it kind of snaps. That's cool. Not too bad. You might just be getting the hang of this. Now let's add rockets to the ship. Ooh, now you're speaking my language. This creates a jet of high-energy gas, which pushes the vessel along. Select one from the left and add it underneath the fuel tank. Max thrust, 215! Heck yeah. Looking good. You remind me of a younger, less experienced, considerably less famous version of myself. Your fame has gone to your little Kerbal head. Some parts are designed to be attached to the surface of others. This allows you to build intricate radial structures and attach ever more rockets. Now attach some radial parts to the vessel. You can use the two large buttons on the top. Okay. Interesting way to jump. Let's hope it goes better than it looks. Hey! If you want to see its weight, lift, and thrust distribution, you can use the three small buttons in the lower left corner. Last but not least, make sure you assign a name to your vessel by selecting the name box and saving it. Looks like our time is almost up. I have to do another science briefing to the world's media. I'll unlock the rest of the parts and you can play with. You can hit the launch button when you're ready to fly. Aim for the stars. Goody goody. I didn't really mess with the radial thing. Oh, structural aerodynamic utility. Oh my gosh. What have I done? I have started a monster. I don't even know where to begin. Propulsion. Where was that radial crap he was talking about? I guess that'd be under structural. And just so you know, I'm going to do horribly at this. Oh, radial attach point. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, just if you're looking for like a tutorial, how do I do this? Like, what am I messing up? Yeah, don't watch this. This is going to be Derp City and probably a lot of exploded shuttles and dead Kerbals. Especially since I can't even find the thrusters anymore. So that music, huh? It's a little loud. Might have to turn that down. Oh, let's put this one on here and throw it way out of whack. How do I put the radial thing on there. Oh, there it goes. No. Oop. Nope. No. Didn't mean to do that. Connect. Okay, you go over there. You go back where you belong. You go here. Connect. Mush. Oh, I can... How do... Oh, there we go, I can rotate. What is this? What are you now? Let's not do that. How did I get this to connect before? You do one thing one time. Oops. Oh, okay. See? See what I'm talking about? Just horribleness. Okay. You stupid little connector pod. Is that? That is not connected at all, my friend. How do I... Okay. Crew, action groups. Parts. Good gravy. How do I rotate this thing? Thruster, lock, gimbal. What the... Okay, we need to... Let's just... No. You go away. How do I get rid of you? Mission flag. Nope, not what I was looking for. Okay. Go away. Stop trying to put a mission flag on things. Stop it! Stop taking my ship apart. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so bad. Alright, where's the launch button? Let's just launch this sucker. Launch. Screw it, what's gonna happen? Time, okay. I probably should have gone through the tutorial of this first, but no biggie. Recover vessel. I have no idea what I'm doing. How do I... Where's the... Iva. Oh, jeez. Ooh, I can look around. Well, this is neat. Is that the throttle? Let's light this candle. Let's click on everything possible. Something has to turn on the ship. What am I doing? What? Just staging? No. What am I doing? Okay, seriously, this feels like a flight simulator. I am so out of my element right now. I need to name this series something like Kerbal Derp or something, or Derpy Kerbal Orbit. Resources. Cannot warp time. What? Docking. Orbit map. What? I am so lost. Do you ever feel like you just have no idea what you're doing? Oh, that did something. Control does something. Oh, shift does something else. Okay. Does anyone else know how to get out of this view that I have gotten myself stuck in? P for perspective. No. Turn everything on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna make such a mess of things. I'm honestly trying to get this thing to blow up. That's my master plan. F5. Cannot quick save. Oh, good. That's the... Oh, I'm doing something. R does something that's RCS. Oh! Okay, C did something. So C is like my view, I guess? Gears. Lights. Let's turn the lights on. Why not? Let's turn the gears off, turn the brakes. No, this is just gonna be bad. Abort. Abort the mission. Throttle. Up. Go. Okay. Oh, he's doing something. I'm draining electricity. Okay, don't do that. Q drains electricity for some reason too. You know what? Let's just end the scenario and move on to the flight basics. There we go. That sounds like a smarter plan, doesn't it? I really do have to come up with some name. I'm hoping by the end of this episode I'll have a name, like, you know, Kerbal Derp or something. That's my most promising at the moment. Welcome to the Kerbal Space Center launch facility. I'm Gene Carmen, and I will teach you the basics of piloting a spacecraft. If you haven't yet done the vehicle assembly tutorial, I recommend you do so before going through... Yeah, we did, but it wasn't a large success. Flying a spacecraft is all about being in control of a generally very chaotic situation. As pilot, your main flight controls will affect the pitch, roll, blah, 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 blah. Okay, pitch is the angle of the nose of the ship. Node. A positive pitch angle means the nose is pointed upward. Yada, 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 yada. Okay, WS is your pitch. Goody, goody. Try it now. Notice the pitch indicator. Wait, there's a pitch indicator? On the lower left side. Oh, I see. Yaw, A, and D. Okay, that's down here. Roll rotation. Ah, Q and E. Wait, I thought that was draining electricity or something. By controlling the pitch yaw, you can keep the ship in control. Level flight. Next looks at another basic flight control. The throttle affects the output of the power ships. Yada 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 yada. Note that the throttle can only affect engines that can be throttled, like liquid engines. Solid boosters don't have any throttle control. They will burn at a top capacity until the fuel runs out. Okay, good to know. Holding the ship at a full throttle over a long period of time can cause engines to overheat. Lovely, and will eventually explode. That sounds fun. Okay, so that's the shift and control that we had earlier. Oh, there it is. It didn't do anything. Why did it not do anything? Throttle throttle plus. Pitch, roll, and yaw are the main controls you need to master for successful crash-free flight. We like those. Some like those. Remember that all of these controls have a limited amount of effectiveness, so bigger, heavier ships will probably respond much more sluggishly. Yeah. Next to rest of the flight controls. SAS stands for Stability Augmentation System, although Kerbal astronauts usually refer to it as Sickness Avoidance Scheme. Whatever it stands for, what it does is tries to stop the ship from spinning out of control using the computer-controlled auto-torque driver compensator, TM. I love that. Technology to counteract the rotation of the ship. Keep in mind that to use SAS properly, your ship needs to be fitted with a SAS or ASAS module. It's an assassin. Otherwise, SAS won't have any effect. SAS can be activated momentarily by holding the F key. Ah, SAS. Or toggled by the T key. Okay. You can give it a try now, although it probably won't do much until we are actually flying. Okay. RSC stands for Reaction Control System. This is a lot of information. I did not realize it was this complicated. Consists of small thrusters that help control the ship's orientation and translation. The RCS can be activated by R. Ah, RCS. I don't know. Give it a try and notice the RCS LED. Mind that for the RCS to do anything, your ship must have RCS thrusters and monopropellant tanks installed. Good golly gravy. RCS is particularly useful when you're out in space, as aerodynamic control surfaces tend to not work very well outside the atmosphere. In flight, all the planning you put in the staging sequence of your ship comes into practice from launch to the final deployment, yada 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 yada. Space launch, activate next stage. Notice the stage indicator on the lower left corner. Oh, this thing? Stage 2, I guess? It shows the currently active stage. Since we haven't launched yet, it's showing the first stage to be activated. I think it says... Oh, are these the stages? Okay, so 2, 1, and then 0, I guess? Since we... it shows... I have your staging controls locked for now, so the LED next to the indicator is glowing purple. Ah! We're almost done. Important part of flying is knowing how your ship is oriented and where it is going. A good pilot is always aware of the ship's altitude, as it's called, and its velocity vector. A big round instrument on the lower center of the screen is called a nav ball. It's a weird name. This device sums up most of the critical information needed for proper death-free flight. Most appreciate a death-free flight. Here you see the ship's nose in relation to the horizon, as well as its heading, compass bearing, and speed. Speed? Okay, heading's here, I guess, 360 degrees. Oh, this has got to be speed, meters per second, maybe? Maybe? You also get several icons that indicate things that, like your velocity, but we'll have a look at those later. On the upper part of the screen, you have the altimeter, vertical speed, and atmosphere gauge. So, altimeter, I guess. Wait, no. Atmosphere gauge. This is probably the altimeter, and then this is the something gauge. What was the other one? Vertical speed? The altimeter will show you the distance to the planet's surface at sea level. This means the actual surface may be higher, so watch out for the ground when landing. Your vertical speed gauge shows how fast your altitude is changing when launching. The atmosphere gauge indicates how deep the ship is in the planet's atmosphere. This helps you know if the ship is high enough for orbiting without losing speed to air resistance or... Oh my gosh! Ah, this is so much stuff. These guys in the lower right-hand corner, the crew, it's generally a good idea to try and keep them alive. They're not exactly expert astronauts or even much good at it. Actually, they're none too bright, for that matter. So don't rely on them to be able to fly the ship without your help. This concludes a flight tutorial. Hopefully now you should be able to pilot spacecraft. When you close this window, all controls will be unlocked at any time. You can press escape, blah, 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 blah. Hit space. Okay. Set throttle to max. How do we do that again? Oh, shift. There we go. Bing! Okay. Oh my gosh, that was very loud. Okay, we're going up. Now what? Oh, you hit space again and then you go to the next stage. Which is floating? What? Okay, there we go. I was like, shouldn't we be plummeting back down to the Earth or something? Okay. So that's only going to land in the airstrip and cause a lot of problems. I guess we pop the chute? Should I slow down? Would that won't have any effect now. I'm gonna die. I feel like we're going too slow. Oh no, I guess. Okay then. Yeah. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Can I like cut ties to the parachute and drop a little faster? Okay, alright, so one other thing that I failed to mention, I just jumped right into this and started going. You'll notice down here, these guys, the little Kerbals, you notice that their animations are a little weird and the textures aren't all that great. This is currently an alpha. I think. I don't think it's gone to beta. I very well could be very wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's still an alpha. So that's why it's kind of weird and odd. Don't die. Yay! Our first semi-successful landing, I guess. Can we see are the Kerbals in there? No. So yeah. I don't think... What's the next End scenario. Are you sure you want to end the scenario? Yeah. There wasn't anything else to do. We flew. Orbiting 101. This training scenario covers the basics of flying. Screw it. We'll do this one too. This first one might be a little bit longer, but just kind of cover the basics. Welcome to orbiting training. I'm Kerman again. And I'm going to... I assume you've already done the basic flight? Yeah. Orbiting is really nothing more than free-falling. I beg to differ. The only thing is that you fall, you're moving so fast forward, you actually miss the ground. Because up there is no atmosphere to... Okay, come on. Seriously? Shut up. Whoa. I'm gonna pause. Don't change the music value while you're in game. Just don't do it. It crashes the game. It did not like that. Alright. So orbiting is nothing more than blah 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 blah. There's no atmosphere to slow you down. You will continue free fall endlessly around the planet without having to use your engines. We are currently on a low, almost circular orbit around Kerbin. To get a better view, press the M key. Oh my. What have we done? This is your map view. Here you can see your ship's position and its current trajectory around the planet. Use the mouse to look around to see your orbit, various angles. Also, hovering over the icons on the map will display more information. Close the map by pressing the M key. So that's an orbiter. That's a Kerbin okay, yeah, I'm too tired to say that. And that. We're not even gonna go there. Good, let's get practical now. I trust you already know the basics of spaceship control. Vaguely. Up here, they're very much the same, only that the lack of an atmosphere makes the ship behave quite a bit differently because there is no drag to slow you down. For every input you apply, you'll have to apply an opposite one to come to stop again. I'm going to remotely nudge your ship, or your attitude controls a little. Try to get the ship back under control afterwards. If you find yourself totally out of control, hit T to toggle SAS. Are you ready? No. Go for it. Here we go. Okay, everyone's gonna die. There you go. There, you're in control now. Stop rotating using the pitch, yaw, and roll controls. I suggest you use the nav ball to orient yourself. Right. So I'm holding D to do... No, that's... Let's just spam keys until we get something. We're making it worse. Still rotating. Whoa, what are we doing? More importantly, what am I doing wrong here? I'm just spinning. Am I even hitting the right keys? Okay, hold on. Stop. Stop spinning. Stop with this. Why with the spinning? Stop with the spinning. Just stop. Quit. Oh, wait, there. Oh, hold on. We had something there. Hold on. Nope. This is going to be a terrible playthrough. Wait. Alright, we've almost got the sideways spinning stopped. If I can just get the nose to stop. Quit it! Okay. Hold on. We're getting there. I feel like we're getting there. Come on. It's slowing down. I'm doing something right. Come on, baby. Stop. Stop it. Oh, that was good. That was good. We're doing it. Nope. Oh, almost got it. No, stop that. Okay. Nope. Stop it. Okay, which one does what now? It doesn't help that I'm, like, spinning. Okay. I'm ready to start using the nav ball a bit more. Just tap it. Level out. Level out. Nope, nope, wrong way. Wrong way, go that way. No, dadgummit. The pitch thing is so weird. No, stop it. I just can't get it to completely stop. It keeps going way too far one way or the other. Oh, would you just stop spinning? I don't know if I can play this game or not. This is ticking me off. Stop! Now you're speeding back up! What are you doing? Alright, seriously, what am I doing that's making you speed up out of control? Quit it! Oh my gosh. Just stop. Quit. Nothing I'm doing is stopping it. It just keeps going. I had it a minute ago, too. Would you... Oh my gosh. We're all gonna die. Okay, what am I doing wrong that's not... Okay. Alright, so the nav ball seems to help a lot. As far as what way you want to go. Okay. W and S are backwards, which is throwing me off. That's the part that's really screwing with my head. W is like down, and S is up, and that's backwards to what I'm used to. Alright, let's just get this thing to level out. Let's work on that. We can stop spinning later. Just level out. Pick up. Oh my gosh, why do you keep rotating? Okay, seriously. Go. What are you doing, you stupid ship? Okay, stop going that way. Nicely done. Altitude control is an essential skill for a spacecraft pilot. Master it and you'll be well on your way to... You can try this again if you want. Heavens, no, I don't want to try this again. You crazy dude? I can't even... It's still not really lined up. I thought we were supposed to get it on that little dot. Alright, that's good enough for me. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, now let's have a look at the nav ball. Have you noticed... Have you seen the symbols on there? Here's what they mean. So what I'm looking at was the prograde vector. It points towards your velocity vector. That is, it points to where you're going. Okay. Retrograde vector, it points directly away from your velocity vector. I don't see one of those. And I'm drifting again. Stop with the drifting. It should just be like a level out control. I guess that's the saddest thing. Points directly away from your velocity. Prograde waypoint, it points towards your current waypoint. Retrograde, it points directly away from your waypoint. Now let's try something a little more involved. Oh no. No. Let's not try something more involved. What we want to do now is go through some basic maneuvers you'll need. Let's try raising your apoapsis. Apoapsis. Sounds like a disease. The apoapsis is the highest point in an orbit, and it's indicated by the node marked AP. The best place to raise your apoapsis is at the periapsis node, which is the lowest point of your orbit. If you hover, let the mouse over the yeah, that thing. right there. If you hover the mouse over it, you'll see that you're going to reach it in a few minutes. Once there, we will face prograde and burn. Press period to speed up time a little so we can get there faster. Okay. Okay, we're a few seconds away from periapsis. Time to turn prograde and do our burn. However, instead of closing the map, let's just bring up the nav ball here. To bring up the nav ball, click the little tab at the bottom or press the numpad period key. Okay, good time to do our burn. Turn the ship to face the prograde vector. Turn your SAS on if you need help maintaining stability. Remember, the prograde vector looks like this. Make sure the ship is pointing towards it before accelerating. Okay. We got this. We got this. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We got this. Oops. Alright, let's bring... Okay. Okay, we're now turned prograde. I've engaged SAS for you to keep her steady. Go ahead and throttle up. Notice how the opposite side of your orbit starts to rise as you accelerate. Opposite side? Oh, okay. Keep thrusting until your apoapsis altitude reaches about 800,000. Sorry for all those of you on headphones. I'm on a headset right now, and all of this thruster is coming through my left speaker. And it's very, very loud. Aren't we done yet? Oh, come on. Okay. Almost. Hold left control or hit X to cut the throttle immediately. This is how you raise your apoapsis node. With orbital maneuvers, pretty much everything you do will affect the opposite side of your orbit. So to raise the highest point, you thrust forward or prograde at the lowest point, periapsis. Similarly, to raise your periapsis, you thrust prograde at apoapsis. We're on our way to the apoapsis now, so let's do just that. Press next when ready and I'll warp you. 30 times! On our way to the apoapsis node, notice your ship loses speed as we rise. That's because we're climbing away from the planet, so we lose speed as we go higher, just as you would if you were climbing a hill back here on Kerbin. The higher you are, the slower your orbit will be. Notice how the moon's orbital speed is around 500 meters per second, while yours is far higher. When we reach apoapsis, we'll burn prograde again to raise periapsis node and circulate our orbit. Okay. And here we are. Same as before, turn the prograde up, fire those engines, watch the periapsis rise. Yada 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 yada. Okay, bring her up a little bit. Rotate. Keep burning prograde until the power is nearly circular. Wait. Are we burning prograde? Because it's going lower. Hold on. Are we going the right way? That's not the right way. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Bring that back around. Sorry about that. I know something was funky when the ring was going the other way. I'm so bad at this game. I apologize again if it's really loud. I'm still tweaking with the sound settings to try and get them exact. I guess perfectly circular would be in it when it's at 800,000 meters, maybe? I'm trying to keep myself in this pocket. The SAS system is very good for that, by the way. This is far easier to fly with that thing on. I'm guessing it's like in Space Engineers, the orbital dampener thing, or not, inertia dampener. Oop. So I cut the engine. This is how you change the size of your orbit. This maneuver should come in handy on many situations. Next we'll look into changing our orbital inclination. Really? Orbital inclination is the angle your orbit makes to Kerbin's equator. If your If you've managed to maintain a reasonable amount of control this far, we should still be in a nearly 0 degree... What am I, like 92? That is, even though we've changed the altitude of our orbit, it's still the same inclination as before. Changing the inclination is done by thrusting in 90-degree angles to your prograde vector, but without changing your pitch relative to the surface. On our present nearly equatorial orbit, man, there's some big words in here, prograde is due east. That means to increase our inclination so that our orbit takes us to a higher altitude, or latitude, we have to burn towards the north. Let's try now. Turn the ship to a heading of 360 degrees and open the throttle. Now, okay, so it's W, or A and D that does this. Yeah. 360. Come on. Come on. There we go. Right? Change the heading to 360 degrees and open the throttle. Notice how, as you burn north, your orbit starts to lift up, but the periapsis nodes remain mostly the same. That is because we're accelerating on a completely new direction, so this maneuver doesn't add or take away any. Keep accelerating north until your incline is about 10 degrees. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the sound in the next episode or something, because this is really loud. Sorry about that. I played with the settings, but I really didn't test it. Okay, cut the engine. This is how you change your orbital inclination. For these maneuvers, it's always better to do it in the slowest parts of the orbit, so you don't have to spend as much delta V. Sure. To turn your orbit around. That also means inclination changes on larger orbits such as we are on now take less fuel than the same inclination change on a lower one. Also keep in mind that changing inclination doesn't necessarily mean accelerating to the north or south, it means accelerating on 90-degree headings to your prograde vector. Okay, so like, because the other one's over here and that one's over there, this is 90 degrees, I guess? Oh, and I could use these. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, 90 degrees means I'm not moving forward. That's all it means. It means I'm heading up. So it's like, actually, yeah. See, our ship is facing up to the planet. That's really all that means. Okay. Also keep in mind changing. Oh yeah, we read that. Next, let's look at the last essential maneuver you'll need: lowering your orbit. Really? Lowering your orbit's altitude is very much like rising, only in reverse. Because there's no air up here, we can use our main engine to decelerate as well as accelerate, because nothing says we have to be facing some direction or other. Also, since our orbit is nearly circular, we just need to turn retrograde and do our burn at any time. So let's get towards the retrograde vector and start the engines again. This is the retrograde, isn't it? No, that's my prograde. This is my retrograde. Now wait a minute. Was it saying turn towards it? Okay. So we're facing this way? Oh no. No, now we're facing... burning retrograde until the periapsis altitude is around 30,000. Try getting it as close as possible. This time, if you overshoot and get too low, turn prograde and accelerate again. Okay, now for this, since he wants us to get close, I'm just going to use the X and kill the engine when we get there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Dang it. Alright, that's it. You're now on your way back. 30,000 meters is low enough to be in the atmosphere. So you're now on a re-entry course to Kerbal. Once we're below 60,000, the atmosphere will start slowing the ship down so that it won't have enough velocity to rise back up again. This is the end of our lesson. You can continue doing maneuvers on your own or wait for proapsis and periapsis and do a re-entry and land. Don't forget to decouple and capsule and deploy your parachutes and see you on the ground and screw you, dude. Right. So apparently we need to be at periapsis to land. Oh, because that's going to bring us back into the atmosphere. Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I'm sorry this was a little longer. I was just trying to cover some of the basic stuff, but I like it so far. I'm going to do it for this week especially, but then if you guys like it and leave likes and leave comments about, yeah, keep doing this, and I'll probably move it to one of my weekend slots. So do let me know. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.